Hey everyone, Pedro here with CineMilled. We're here today shooting the video for the CineMilled action arm. You can always learn, and one of the things that I've been doing is I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of great people that sort of share their setups, their lighting setups, their behind the scenes. And I figured, you know, why not? I should be doing that too. Maybe you guys can comment with suggestions. Tell me what you thought of the video after you see the setup that we did to shoot the video. And so I'm gonna give you a quick walk through our set here. So we're on the back side of our shop where we make all the CineMilled parts. It's a little tight, it's a little messy back here. This is what I call the CineMilled garage. Basically, when we shoot these, sometimes it's just me. Most of the time though, lately, it's me and Rafaela, who's behind the camera. She's also our awesome editor. Basically, our wide is usually this GH5S, and I got here a little small HD 703. And on the GH5S, I have a PL mount adapter because I have this set of Sigma Cine zooms, and this one's at 18 to 35 because it's the wide shot. I got a little bright tangerine Misfit matte box, which you know I always use on all the gimbal setups. Right away here, up here, this was gonna be my key, but now it's pretty much my fill light. So it's an Aputure 300D Mark II, and we're using the new CineMilled magnetic nail-on plate. And so obviously it's a piece of wood. So what I did was we just used drywall screws and we nailed the plate onto the wall, and we have a CineMilled baby pin on there, and we threw it on, we tighten it, and now we got the 300D with the light dome 2 on it. I'm using the thicker of the two diffusions and the light grid to contain the spill. We have what would be my key light, which is a KINO FLOW sort of housing, but I actually have Quasar, those bicolor tubes inside of there. I got the light, the grid up. This is double opal for some diffusion here, and mounted the ballast here for the 300D, just using their mount right on the shelf that I have here. And actually right here is our B camera kind of, and it's a Panasonic EVA1, even though I put an Alexa sticker on it. It's just a joke. I also have the PL mount on here and all the wooden camera accessories. I got, of course, the 50 to 100 Sigma Cine zoom. This does all our close-ups. Lately, now I'm doing the audio on the Zoom recorder. And so we got that big white wall there. That's why I sort of keyed from that side, because whatever light falls on that wall just kind of helps key me. And then on this side, because I have another sort of white wall here, I just got this 4x4 floppy, unfurled it, just doing a little bit of negative fill to sort of shape the light on my face a little bit and make it not so frontal. It's our official camera car, and we got all the cool CineMilled products on it. We got the universal pickup truck bed starter. We got our Houdini Speedrail clamps. We got our black anodized Speedrail. And of course, this is why we're here. We are shooting the CineMilled action arm, and we also have our isolator mount, wire isolator mount. Of course, it's all anchored to our CineMilled hitch mount, and we have the dual vertical tube set up. But yeah, so it just goes right on a hitch, 21 inches long, so it's very far away, so you can pan over a lot before you see your car. And here's another little accent, Quasar tubes, which are self-powered and magnetic. And so I threw that down on the ground to sort of throw a little bit of an edge on the hitch, and on my legs, on my body a little bit, and of course on the chrome bumper here of the car, just sort of fill that dark area that was down there. So I have a Aputure LSmini20d, and that's giving me my rim light, my backlight or hair light, or whatever you want to call it. And so the way I set that up is, again, I have that magnetic nail-on plate that we're making. I use these a lot with the MCs, and here we have a little CineMilled adjustable arm on it. And the nice thing about this is we happen to have this metal rack right here, and I just come up here, stick it on, and I'm ready to go. Don't have to do anything else. It's as simple as that. And so this was all dark. So I had 3 more of these magnetic Quasars, And so they just happen to be the perfect length to go in between these metal spars. So basically, I threw them up there, and of course they were spilling everywhere. So I just took some gaff tape and I made these skirts. But there you go. So I just skirted these Quasar tubes. We have the Aputure MC, and it's also on our magnetic nail-on plate. Of course, this isn't metal, but the nice thing about these plates is you can just throw them wherever you want, and then you put a little Noga arm on it, and then you can actually aim your Aputure light exactly where you want it. So right here we have a C-stand, and I have another MC on the C-stand. The nice thing about the C-stand is you just move the light around the circumference of the C-stand, and you can kind of aim it in a different direction. So I have it splashing here some blue light in the background to give us the depth. I have another one right here in the middle of the hood, sort of throwing light back and up. And then on the other side of the car, you can follow me here real quick. Hiding behind this shovel here, I put another Aputure MC. It's just throwing light, a little bit more of this blue light on the side of the vehicle, on the ground a little bit, and I have another one sort of right where the headlight is, also splashing some blue on the back wall. That's our setup for this video. So I hope you like this quick look into some of our product shoots. I'm going to try to do more of these. I think some of you are interested. Frequently also we use our motion control, and we have a couple other cool things that we're always trying to do something different with the videos and stuff. But anyways, that's it guys. I'll see you on the next walkthrough.